Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the State of the Hack Address.
Hi, kids and wrestling fans. Sorry, no Beyond Your Daddy's Wrestling tonight. Because there's so much going on and I just had to say it. Somebody had to say it. SPCW, doing great. KFW, doing great. MSWA, doing great. But so many. If you're going to be a weekend warrior, if you're doing it for nothing, if it don't matter to you that much, it's time to stop, time to go away. But if you're trying, you want to get to that next level, you want to move up, you want to be higher, then take that chance. Take it. Fight for it. I'm saying fight for it. Stand up. Say, I belong here. The reason why I'm calling this right here, the State of Address to all you people, because this new generation is doing its thing and there was an old generation. Well, it's not going to say, oh, there was the old guard. This one generation is slowly fading away. And now these up-and-comers, they're not even remembering who paved the way for them before. Every single day for the past week, I've been on Facebook and I've seen Daniel Kelly say different things. He's putting it all out online. The Rip has laid down the gauntlet. He has set out an open challenge to any promotion that I have him, to anybody that wants to step in the ring with him. And he's not looking for a fight. He's looking for one person to stand up and say, I belong here. It should be me. I should have this. And now, all I got to say is when I see nothing happening, like, are you really going to sit on the couch? Is no one going to be brave enough and stand up and say something and say, hey, I do belong here. I should be here. I want this spot. I want to be somebody. No one. Not one person. You're just going to overlook it and step away. That right there is where you fail. Because I almost myself, Daniel Kelly being a friend of myself, I almost wrote him myself and said, I'll get in the ring with you. Because I want to say that I belong here. I want to do it. Hack is 5'8", and I'm out of shape. But every single day, I go out there and I work, and I work, and I work, and I push and push and push, trying to make something more of it. If you're not trying to do that, why are you even doing it at all? Everybody wants to be TikTok famous. They all want to be famous on the internet. They all want to do this, but they won't go that extra mile. You got to sell yourself. You got to present it. You are something, and you have to let people know. And nobody's doing it. And then one guy who was the man, who was the absolute man, has offered to step back into that ring with anybody with the courage, brave enough to stand up to him. He wants that. He wants one person to reach out and say something, and I can't believe not one person has the cojones to step up and say, it'll be me. It'll be me. I'll step into that ring with you, and I'll go with you toe-to-toe, anywhere you want it to be, just so I can prove to you and say, hey, I do belong here, and I do want this. And it breaks my heart that not one person has addressed it. Not one person has reached out and said, I want that fight with Daniel Kelly. You see Daniel Kelly right there on Facebook saying everything he has to say on there. So many of these wrestling promotions are doing amazing, doing great stuff. And then there's a whole lot of people doing absolutely nothing besides sitting on their hands, pretending that there's somebody at home on the couch. And no more. This community, KCM, means everything in the world to me. When I was a kid, I would tune in and I'd watch this all the time. I was that kid in the community who had to fight and struggle and do stuff. And now I'm trying to give that back to the community. Do more stuff with them and stand up and be a part of it and make something good. So if anybody's trying to take away from that, I am not your friend. I'm a friend of Knoxville and this community and all the people around. And I have nothing but the utmost respect for anybody that steps into a squared circle and wants to battle and go toe-to-toe. Absolute nothing but respect. All I want is a little bit more. If you can't cut a promo, go look into a mirror, talk to it, and figure